Patrick Bilenganya here, and welcome to Patrick's channel. Today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys 5 reasons why you should buy the TAMRON 24mm f2.8. Let's get into the video.
To another level, bios visual, to another level, yeah, bios visual, bios visual, yeah, bios visual, I'm on a level, yeah, I'm on a level, new level, yeah.
When it comes to product photography, this lens is easily one of my favorite lenses that I like to use. I mean, the lens can do this. Number 1 is the macro mode. I personally love to use the macro mode on this lens when I'm taking product photography, or if I'm doing a video, like a product video. I love using this lens because it has macro mode. If you don't know what macro mode is, it's basically saying if you attach this lens to your camera, it turns your camera into a macroscope. If you get what I'm saying. The closest I can get with this lens is 12 centimeters. Like, what? That's close. That's like me being here. This is close. This is super close. To me, that's just amazing. That's crazy. That's mind blowing. Like, you can really get this close with this lens and still keep things in focus. Like, especially things that you like, things that you want to show, like details. To me, that just gives you more option to use this lens. Number 2 is the autofocus. The autofocus on this lens, it's not that bad. To me, I feel like I can really rely on this lens when I'm using the autofocus. I mean, it's not the best, but it will get the job done. I'm not going to talk too much about the autofocus because I feel like most lenses nowadays have great autofocus. Number 3, this lens is a prime lens. If you know me, most lenses I own is prime lenses. I love shooting with prime lenses because they're all sharp. I don't know about y'all, but I love shooting with prime lenses. I think that's why I only own one zoom lens, which is the 16-35. I don't know. I might get another one in the future, the 70-200, but that's about it. If you don't know what prime lenses are basically lenses with maximum aperture of 2.8 or f1.2. And if your lens has an aperture of 2.8, 1.8, 1.4, or 1.2, that means your camera is going to perform well in low light situations. Number 4, this lens has weather sealing gasket. That means if you're out there shooting in critical condition like critical weather, this lens will still perform well with no issue because it has weather sealing gasket to keep the dust away from getting into the lens. To me, that's a win-win, especially the last thing that I'm gonna tell you guys is number 5, the cost of this lens. The first thing that we need to do is thank TAMRON. We need to thank TAMRON for the great budget lenses. This lens can do all these incredible things at a reasonable price, and I mean, yeah, it's cheap. This lens runs about $200. Yes, it will cost you around $200. For me, that is a steal because there's some lenses out there that will cost you your bank, and I mean,
Yes, what can I shoot though?
I mean, if I was you, I wouldn't hesitate to grab this lens. This will be my first prime lens to grab. No questions asked. This will be my first prime lens to grab because it's so cheap. It does all this stuff that I just named out, and I feel like that's a win-win for you too because you're getting a chip lens. It does all these incredible things. It's a f2.8. Like, what? Yeah, That's all I have for you today. If this video helps you in any way, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I drop a video in the future. Thanks as always for watching. Patrick. No, I'm not gonna snap. I'm not gonna snap.